Okay, today's video, I hadn't done a video in a while because I've been busy getting all this, finishing everything up here, which is boring stuff that I want a video. Wouldn't made a good video, so. But I'm gonna show you guys how to set the timing, get the distributor in easily, and get it lined up to, you can get it when you crank it without having to twist on the distributor, get the timing right. I'm show you how to get that right. I'll show you how to put gas in the carburetor, prime it, so you won't have to keep dumping it in there. You can pour these little holes that get in the bowl. And yeah, stay tuned, I'm going to show you how to do all that. Yeah, thanks Ziggy for telling Red how to spell ball. He fixed it. Okay, got the fuel line, filter run, took the carburetor apart, got it all cleaned up and should be good to go. Got all the wires, well I still got to run the wire to the distributor when I put it in. Got a little mini alternator. I made a bunch of custom brackets to mount it down low out of the way. I don't want it up on top, I want it down low. It looks better to me. Got the detent cable. I made a little custom bracket to mount that. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got a little tab that fits in that slot to keep it from moving. That holds it steady, that little tab right there. Okay, I got some Castrol 20W50 motor oil, and I got the zinc additive that you need to break in a flat tappet cam. Actually, if you got a flat tappet cam, I recommend running some zinc additive or oil with zinc already in it in your motor all the time. So I'm just going to dump this in there and then shake it up real good. And then pour it in the motor. Okay, looking down the distributor hole, you see the oil pump shaft down there. And I got this rod that I put a flat end on. I'm gonna hook on my drill and put down there and spin that oil pump and prime the system. All right, prime oil pump. Got it done. Okay, this is the top dead center mark. I need another mark. This is going to be 35 degrees, 36 degrees before top dead center. So when I get this thing broke in, I can set the timing, which would be the maximum timing, running at 25, 3,000 RPM with the vacuum line off. So to get 35, 36 degrees, what I'm going to do, I'm going to measure right here from 0 to 10 degree mark is 5/8 of an inch. So every 5/8 of an inch is 10 degrees. So I need 3.5 times 5/8. So 5/8 times 3.5 is 2.5 inches. So what I've done, I took my ruler, I measured 2.5 inches from the top dead center mark, and I put another mark, which is going to be 35 degrees before top dead center. That'd be total timing mark. After your engine is broke in, pull the vacuum line off the distributor and rev the motor up 2,500, 3,000 RPM. The timing should should be your timing. This mark should line up with that 0 top dead center right there. get number one top dead center, since I got the motor together, usually you can tell, turn it to the the intake valve closes, and then turn it till the mark lines up. But I got the valve cover on, so I'm gonna stick my finger in number one spark plug hole right there, and I'm gonna turn it till it comes up on compression. I'll feel it blowing out. Hear that? All right, number one's coming up. So I want to get this mark here on about 8 degrees before top dead center. So when I put my distributor in, I want it pointing directly at number one spark plug at 8 degrees, and it should fire up and run. I could break it in and set the timing with timing light after I break it in. It should run good right there. Okay, so I got the engine 8 degrees before top dead center, which number one should fire right there. So this is where I want number one. I put the distributor cap on it and lined up number one where I want it. Right there, I put a mark. So I need to drop the distributor in, and the rotor will be pointed at that mark is where I want it. Okay, that's about right there. I got plenty of room to turn it right there. Okay, notice it didn't go all the way down because the oil pump shaft is not lined up. So to do that, all we got to do is turn the motor. I'll put the wrench on the front bottom pull of the motor and turn it until that stripper falls down in there. And also kind of wiggle the stripper a little bit, mash on a little bit. There it goes. Now all I got to do is back the motor back up so I get to my timing mark. Right there. Instead of buying that expensive stuff, put on your spark plug, I buy this, put this Vaseline petroleum jelly. Take a little of that, put on the spark plug there, and put your wire on, and that way it'll be easy to come off when you get ready to pull it off. It won't stick on there. I bought these set of plug wires off of eBay. It was about 20 bucks. I said, man, that's cheap for the big old fat plug wires. Well, one reason why is because it didn't have but 7 spark plug wires. I had to dig another one. Coil wire, of course, that's not long enough to even go to the shortest one. That's a coil wire. So it's missing a spark plug wire. Yeah, plus the volt gauge that come with the gauge kit was shorted out. So I turned the key on and blow the fuse. So I had to take the dash back apart and debug that. It was the gauge, Chinese gauge, shorted out. I had to change that. Lucky I had one spare one laying around. So instead of just dumping gas and the carburetor cranking, I'm just gonna fill up the bowls. And the way you do that is these overflow tubes right here. Just put your little funnel in there, put you about 4 or 5 ounces. I think I got it ready to start. I got the tapping on 10 degree before top dead center. I got the rotor pointing on one spark plug. So the tapping will be good. I poured the gas in the carburetor. I built up the pressure with the air hose in the fuel tank. You got fuel coming up to the fuel pump. So let's try it, see what happens. Oh yeah, I bought this real cool swivel deck from Speedway. Man, that thing was cool though. Looks cool till you put water in it and water start running out. I put a gasket and an O-ring, tried it with just an O-ring, didn't work. Put a gasket and an O-ring, still didn't work. So yeah, that's cool looking though. All right, hopefully we got gas. Let's see. Here we go. Okay guys, it runs. Probably is the carburetor plugged over. And the reason I know that, I pulled all these plugs out and they look good except for 1 and 8. I pulled the back one out, the gas poured out. You can see all the gas. So, I need a carburetor. But it runs, crank right up, runs. So, it's gonna be a few days before I can get a carburetor, so I'll see you then. Appreciate you.